Hi everyone. During lockdown, being stuck at home and all that, I have discovered some fantastic South Indian movies which you will definitely enjoy if you are fans of good plots, good stories, and great performances. These movies are brilliantly made and fantastically presented, mostly by people that we haven't even heard before. And that's why I am going to present to you today 10 of the movies that I have discovered on YouTube during lockdown so that you will also enjoy. Ratchasan.
நம்ம தேடிட்டு இருக்கிற ஆள் ஒரு ரேபிஸ்டோ ஆள் கடத்துறனோ இல்லை இவன மாதிரி ஒன் சைடில் வரோ கிடையாது. திட்டம் போட்டு கொலை செய்கிற ஒரு மனநலம் பாதிக்கப்பட்டவன்.
Written and directed by Ram Kumar, this is a Tamil psychological thriller. If you are weak-hearted, I beseech you, do not watch this movie. This story is based on a police officer who is hunting after a serial killer who tracks down and murders schoolgirls viciously and without any sort of compassion, interestingly without raping them. And during this search for this serial killer, there are so many plot twists involved in the movie that you will discover certain angles of various characters of the movie, aspects of child molestation, and various angles upon relationships of parents and children, filial affection, and even the relationship between nieces, nephews, and uncles and aunts are brilliantly presented in a very realistic and raw manner in this movie. What I like about this movie and all the other South Indian movies that I have watched is that there is not much glamour, not much glitz. It's very close to reality, except of course for the sporadic songs and the dances. This movie is absolutely raw and absolutely real.
I have an idea, sir. அவனை தடுக்கணும்னா அவனோட சமநிலை மனசை உடைக்கணும். அவனை பற்றி எந்த நியூஸும் எந்த விதமான மீடியாவில் பப்ளிஷ் ஆகலைன்னா, யாருமே அவனை கண்டுக்கலனா அவன் தடுமாறுவான், குழம்புவான்.
One negative thing about Ratchasan is the prosthetic makeup, which was not very realistic in my opinion. However, overall, it's a good watch and certainly a good story and presents a very good message out to the society.
I still don't get this. ஒரே நாள்ல ஒரு மிஸ்ஸிங் கேஸ். Yeah, to begin with. And a cold-blooded murder. Cold? I don't think so. And a planned accident.
Dhruvangal Padinaru. This movie is also about a police officer who is hunting after a culprit of a road accident, which also leads to 3 murders. A small, simple incident, so well detailed and covered by all angles, is presented this way very rarely in storytelling and especially in movie making. And that's what impressed me about this movie. What really caught my eye was the cinematography. And also, while I was doing some reading about the movie, I figured that Karthik Narayan, who directed the movie, was only 21 years old at that time. And now that is stupendously surprising. Credit should go to the director, as I mentioned, Karthik Narayan, actors Rahman, who portrayed Officer Deepak, and actors Prakash Raghavan and Ashwin Kumar, who portrayed the role of the constable or the new recruit of the police, Gautam. As I said before, the cinematography of the movie is by Sujit Sarang and it was just amazing. Godachari is a Telugu political sci-fi crime thriller that you will definitely enjoy if you enjoyed the Bond movies and the Kingsman movies.
నాన్న దగ్గరికి వెళ్తున్నామా?
నాన్నని కాపాడలేకపోయాను. మొత్తం తెలిసిపోయింది సార్. మీ నాన్న పేరు రఘువీర్ కాదు, నీ పేరు గోపి కాదు.
Aditi Shesh, who plays the lead male role in this movie, has also co-written the movie. Performance credit should go for Jagpati Babu, Prakash Raj, and all the female star cast of the movie because they have presented their roles so well. Without giving away too much of the plot, I would like to say that this story is about a secret agency which is called Trinetra, which is sort of aligned with the CBI in India. And they are forced to connect with a certain terrorist group and hunt them down. During this journey, the lead male role figures out that there are so many loopholes and loose ends in his life story and in the story that was narrated to him by his adopted father. So discovering who he is, discovering his father's identity, discovering love, and finding romance, all these things are just melanged in such a beautiful way. The final plot twist being quite heart-wrenching. Having read a lot of thriller novels and watching a lot of thriller movies, I actually figured out what would happen in the end. This story has also the themes of the relationship between a father and son, terrorism, politics, and a lot of other drama as well.
உன்கிட்ட சொன்னது எல்லாமே போய்.
அம்மா அந்த மாதிரி பொம்பளை இல்லடா.
ஓட விட்டு வேடிக்கை பார்க்குறியா?
Thadam. This movie can be categorized as a thriller, as drama, and as romance. Thadam reminds me of some other movie which I can't put a finger on exactly. If you watch Thadam and figure out what that is, please let me know in the comment section below.
விசாரணை கைதியை அடிக்கிறது குற்றம்.
அடிஷனல் எவிடன்ஸ் கேட்டிங்கல்ல, கிடைச்சிருச்சு.
சேலம் மென்டல் ஹாஸ்பிட்டலில் ரெக்கார்ட்ஸ் கேட்கணும்ல, அனுப்பி வச்சிருக்காங்க. அந்த டாக்டர் அவர் கைப்பட எழுதி வச்சுக்கிறத பாருங்க. அடுத்த ஸ்டெப் எப்படி எடுத்து வைக்கணும்னு ஒன்றும் புரியல.
Thadam is based on twins, Elil and Kevin, both presented to you by Arun Vijay, who are both arrested for a murder, and the police are unable to figure out who is the real culprit. The performances are absolutely superb by Arun Vijay and also by the supporting cast.
யாரது? யாரது?
Manish Itzutal. If you have already seen the movie, then cheers to you. If you have seen Chandramukhi or Bhool Bhulaiya, Chandramukhi being the Tamil version, Bhool Bhulaiya being the Hindi version, you will definitely like Manish Itzutal. Manish Itzutal is the original Malayali version of the two movies that I mentioned before. Full respect to Jyotika and Vidya Balan, who enact the role of Ganga, who gets possessed by a certain spirit that lives in the house that they move into after marriage. However, Ganga's vulnerability and why a person like she would be possessed by a spirit is more rawly and really portrayed by Shobna in Manish Itzutal. There is one particular scene that absolutely took my breath away, where Ganga slowly shifts to the character of the spirit that she's possessed into. I'm pretty sure you know what this scene is if you have seen the movie. What really gripped my attention was also the dance performances, the music, and the cinematography. Of course, credit should be given to all the supporting cast as well, who are brilliantly doing their job.
ശ്രീദേവി, നീ വിചാരിക്കുന്ന പോലെ ശ്രീദേവി അല്ല.
ഇവിടെ അകാലമൃത്യു വരെ ഉണ്ടാവാം എന്നൊരവസ്ഥയാ.
മന്ത്രവിധി പ്രകാരം ചിത്രം പൂട്ടിട്ട് പൂട്ടിയിരിക്കുന്ന മുറികളാണ് അവിടെ.
This movie cannot be categorized as a horror movie just because there's a spirit entangled in the entire storyline. It could also be portrayed as a movie based on family, about relationships between husbands and wives, and also about psychology.
Project Maayavan.
அவரோட கேஸ் பத்தின கான்ஃபிடென்ஷியலான விஷயத்தை மட்டும் என் அதிகாரத்தை மீறி உங்ககிட்ட நான் ஷேர் பண்றேன்.
Maayavan is a sci-fi/psychological thriller which brings a thematic view on science, especially on neuroscience. There's a crazy but unethical yet plausible theory of neuroscience that is depicted in this movie.
நீ இந்த உலகத்துக்கு கிடைச்ச வரம் சாபமா மாறிடாத.
ரெண்டு டீமா வேலை பார்க்கணும் கர்ணா.
உன்னோட ஒரு லைஃப்ல என்னோட 5 ஜன்மத்தை பார்த்துட்டேன்.
One thing I should say is that the performances by the lead actor and the supporting cast is brilliant, especially Jackie Shroff, who portrays the negative role at the end of the second half of the movie. However, one thing about this movie is that all questions are not answered in the end. There are some loose ends. which makes me think there could be a sequel to Mayavan. Taking a small break from psychological thrillers and crime movies, I also watched Om Shanti Oshana.
എന്റെ മോള്
അല്ല അന്തിക്രിസ്തു അത് അന്തിക്രിസ്തു
ഞാനൊരു ആണായി ജനിക്കേണ്ടതായിരുന്നു അമ്മ എപ്പോഴും പറയും.
Om Shanti Oshana is based on a story about a young girl. It's a coming of age movie about how she figures out what romance is and what life is. This movie focuses on the relationships between father and daughter, niece and aunt, as well as romantic relationship. It also focuses on friendship. And what I really like about this movie, that it does show the importance of education and higher education.
ആ ഇവൻ കൊള്ളാം.
ഗിരിയോ സെറ്റപ്പ് ഗടിയല്ലേ
അവനാണ് ശരിയല്ലേ ആസലുകൊണ്ട
കുറച്ച് ചാണകം എടുക്കട്ടെ?
വേണ്ട തന്റെ തൊണ്ട.
Performances by Renji Panikar, Nivin Pauly and Nazriya Nizam was absolutely brilliant. There's a childlike innocence about this movie and that's what I really like about it. It's quite funny. There are so many comic instances that you will really enjoy. Solo is one movie with 4 stories, with 4 lead roles, all played by Dulquer Salmaan. 4 elements being represented: water, fire, earth and air, and 4 facets of the Hindu deity Shiva. My favorite storyline was the very last one, which was portrayed mainly by Dulquer Salmaan and Neha Sharma. It tends to get a little monotonous in the middle of the movie because you tend to be a little detached due to the 4 stories revolving around the 4 themes. But this movie is quite unconventional and I should say experimental. What I really like about this movie is that it gets you to think. It puts you into the shoes of the characters that you are seeing on screen. I have not seen this concept being portrayed before in movie making, especially in India. There are so many beautiful songs in this movie, my favorite being Sita Kalyanam.
You have to handle a serious issue.
ఏంటి సార్ అంత సీరియస్?
మచ్చ వేయాలి.
Chanchala IAS. I want her.
I have an idea, man.
Bhagmati was my favorite movie of the season. Now, when you begin to watch this movie, or when you watch the trailer, you will feel that this movie is based on some sort of horror theme. But it's so not. You need to watch the movie without even missing one line, and you need to read also between the lines to get what the story is about. Which, of course, I think is a brilliant way of captivating the audience. Anushka Shetty seems like she is carrying the movie all by herself. But performance credit should be given to Murli Sharma, Unni Mukundan, Asha Sharath, and also the funny and sweet Vidyulekha, who I watched in many other movies as well. In her comic timing and with her brilliant smile and jovial personality, she brings so much joy to the movie screen. The music of Bhagmati is by S. Thaman, and I should also give due credit to the visual effects and cinematography of the movie. Once again, without giving away too much of the plot, I would like to say that Bhagmati is based on a story where an IAS officer is being arrested for the murder of her own fiancé. I'm saying you should definitely not miss this one if you enjoy female-centric, powerful performances-based movies which are absolutely brilliant in their writing, in dialogue, and also in how realistic they could be.
நீங்க கேட்டுட்டு இருக்கிறது ஹலோ FM 106.4. நான் உங்க RJ அஞ்சலி. கங்க்ராச்சுலேஷன்ஸ் விஜயலட்சுமி பாலகிருஷ்ணன். உங்களுக்கான பரிசு பிரஷர் குக்கர்.
ஆக்சுவலா அஞ்சலி எனக்கு பிரஷர் குக்கர் வேண்டாம், அதுக்கு பதிலா ஒரு டிவி கொடுக்க முடியுமா?
Katrin Molly, another female-centric, powerful performance-based movie which will put a big smile on your face when you finish watching the movie. Jyotika carries this movie all by herself, and so does Vidharth, who plays the role of her husband. If you have seen Tumhari Sulu, which was the Hindi remake of this movie, Vidya Balan playing the lead role, you will enjoy Katrin Molly better. And it's so close to reality that if you are one of those people who watch movies to escape reality, you might not like this one.
உங்கள் அந்தரங்க பிரச்சனைகளை கொட்டி தீர்க்க
மதோடு பேசுங்கள்.
யாரோட குரல் இது?
என் குரல் தான்.
Katrin Molly discusses the issues which women go through every day, daily during their day-to-day lives, with their husbands, with their families, with their siblings and with their children, and also with their neighbors. Family issues and social issues that middle-class women have to go through are discussed appropriately in this movie. Katrin Molly is also a perfect example that shows that movies do not have to be full of glamour and glitz in order to captivate an audience. The simplicity, the joy, and the positivity that this movie brings will definitely leave you a happy person after you have finished watching the movie. Katrin Molly also teaches the respect that we should have towards mothers, towards sisters, and also towards neighbors. There you go, 10 of the movies that I watched during lockdown on YouTube. Why don't you also check them out and let me know what you feel about the movies on the comment section below. If you also have more suggestions, please go ahead and let me know. You can connect with me on Dancing Dewdrop on Instagram and Dancing Dew on Facebook for my writing, for performances, and for many other interesting details that I would like to share with all of you. If you like my content, subscribe to my channel. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.